Hello, I'm George Kitta, financial strategist with Four Oaks Financial. Welcome to Market Moments with George. Please like and subscribe to get weekly notifications. Feeling the pinch. Inflation cools, but optimism doesn't. The cost of living has been a major concern for many, and while there are signs of relief, the journey is far from over. Inflation is cooling down, but don't break out the champagne just yet. The numbers may be improving, but the impact on everyday life is still very real. People are cautiously optimistic, but there's a long road ahead. Consumers are still feeling pessimistic about the economy. The recent changes haven't erased the financial strain many are experiencing. Bills are still high, and the cost of essentials remains a burden. Despite some positive signs, many are worried about what the future holds. Conversations around dinner tables are filled with uncertainty. Families are budgeting more strictly, and the fear of unexpected expenses looms large. It's like finding a slightly bruised apple at the bottom of the bag. You might be relieved it's not completely rotten, but it's far from perfect. This sentiment echoes through households as they navigate these challenging times. Sure, it's better than a rotten one, but you're still not thrilled about it. The hope is that with continued efforts, the bruises will heal and the economy will become robust once again. Until then, cautious optimism is the order of the day. The weight of uncertainty is palpable, why consumers are worried. The rising cost of living is a major concern for many households. So, why the gloomy outlook? It's a cocktail of economic anxieties. From the grocery store to the gas station, prices are climbing. Inflation, while easing, is still hitting wallets hard. Every trip to the store feels like a new challenge, with prices fluctuating unpredictably. Mortgage rates are going up, making it tougher to buy a home. The dream of home ownership feels increasingly out of reach for many. The job market, a key indicator of economic health, is showing signs of slowing down. Job security is no longer a given, adding to the stress. All these factors combined create a sense of uncertainty that weighs heavily on consumer confidence. Families are tightening their budgets, cutting back on non-essential spending, and worrying about the future. Financial planning has become a priority, with many seeking advice on how to navigate these turbulent times. The uncertainty is not just about today, but about what tomorrow might bring. The ripple effects of these economic pressures are felt across all aspects of life, from personal savings to long-term investments. The collective anxiety is shaping consumer behavior in profound ways. As consumers grapple with these challenges, the hope is that economic stability will return, bringing with it a renewed sense of confidence and security. The inflation roller coaster. Recent trends and their impact. Inflation has been on a wild ride lately. After reaching a 40-year high, it's finally starting to ease. But don't get too excited. Prices are still higher than they were a year ago, and that means consumers are still feeling the pinch. From groceries to gas, everyday essentials are costing more, leaving people with less money in their pockets. A housing market headache. Mortgage rates climb higher. The housing market is feeling the heat too. Mortgage rates have been steadily climbing, making it more expensive to buy a home. This is putting a damper on demand, especially for first-time buyers. The dream of home ownership is becoming increasingly out of reach for many, adding to the overall economic anxiety. Jobs picture cloudy. October growth disappoints. The month of October was expected to bring a surge in job growth, but the reality has fallen short of expectations. The October jobs report usually gives a good snapshot of the economy's health. It is a critical indicator that helps economists and policymakers gauge the direction in which the economy is heading. This time, the picture is a bit blurry. The data is not as clear-cut as it usually is, making it difficult to draw definitive conclusions. While the economy added jobs, the growth was slower than economists expected. This unexpected slowdown has caught many by surprise, leading to a reevaluation of economic forecasts. This slowdown has raised concerns about the job market's strength and its ability to weather potential economic storms. Experts are now questioning whether the job market can sustain its momentum in the coming months. A weaker job market can further dampen consumer spending and overall economic growth. When people are uncertain about their job prospects, they tend to spend less, which in turn affects businesses and the broader economy. The ripple effects of a sluggish job market can be far-reaching, impacting everything from retail sales to housing markets. Policymakers will need to closely monitor these trends to mitigate any long-term negative impacts.
Take control of your financial future. Contact me today.